Hey Capricorn, welcome to your August 2025 monthly reading. It's going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon and Rising for Capricorn. So as always with these, please take whatever resonates with you and leave everything else that doesn't for other people who are watching. I'm going to do 10 cards in a Celtic cross, talk you through each card, what position it's in, and the symbology, and as we go we'll clarify with another card. Let's get straight into it here. So overall general energy, got the Page of Pentacles. So currently there's lack of progress being made on a journey you're on or some type of goal you want to achieve. You might be getting frustrated with this lack of progress and thinking, is there a shortcut I can take, or is there a quicker way that I can get to the finish line? Being a naturally pessimistic sign, that makes sense for you. You can there's difficulty relaxing for you, and so I'm getting that you're not really enjoying the journey, whatever this is that you're working on. You're focusing too much on the outcome, and that's clarified here by the Lovers. It makes perfect sense, because the Lovers can be a love card. So there's seeing some cards here for a love reading, but as a general reading, the Lovers would say to me that you need to remain patient. Don't look for the quick wins. Don't look for things that can bring you satisfaction straight away. You need to remain patient, focus on the journey, find a way that you can focus on the journey rather than the outcome. Your challenge at the moment got the Justice card. So with this being in your challenge, this would say to me that you're letting your emotions get in the way too much here. You're not looking at things logically. You're not keeping a balanced view and seeing the actual truth and all the facts correctly. So you're so you're letting your negative emotions get in the way of you making progress, what I see here. And that's clarified with the King of Cups, so you can't make that up. King of Cups upright represents someone that is in touch with their emotions. They've explored their emotions deeply and they're comfortable with all their emotions. So this king here, he's sitting in the middle of these choppy waters, but he's totally fine because he's explored his emotions and he's not stressed out, panicked or anything. So I'm seeing kind of the opposite for you. You're struggling to be in touch with your emotions. You're not taking the time to process your emotions and to get clarity on them. So maybe that's what you need to do there. And there is a card coming up which talks about that nicely, which we'll get to in a moment. For your recent past, got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm getting that in your home life, in your family life, there's been some struggles, some arguments, some disagreements. So it's not quite the happy family home life that you were hoping it would be. There's some distrust, some disloyalty within the family. So quite a lot to quite a lot to deal with there, which obviously your emotions are going to run high from that. That's totally understandable. And to clarify with your recent past, Two of Pentacles in reverse. And Two of Pentacles upright would say that you're mean that you're trying to juggle lots of different things in your life. So reversed, there could be some tensions in your life. And you're struggling to keep a balance with the material world at the moment. Maybe there's a imbalance between what you're spending and what you're saving, which could, and it might not be you doing this, might be someone else in the family doing it, being irresponsible with their money and the and yours or their material world. So that's interesting there. Either you or someone else in your family is being irresponsible in some way, which is causing a rift here in the family. Near future, got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles, card of resourcefulness, having a skill built up, being balanced with everything in your material world. So, and in reverse, this can mean having not having a not being grateful for what you have in your material world. So this Two of Pentacles, this might be you then that's being irresponsible because you're not feeling grateful for what you have in your material world, and it's causing you to maybe be a bit irresponsible, a bit not balanced with your material world. And you might feel that you're working really hard and not getting much in return. And that's clarified with King of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles, card of resourcefulness, knowing your worth, using your resources for yours and other people's benefits, using skills that not all people have, but you have. So you're might be being a bit greedy and a bit over focused on your finances or your material wealth and possessions at the moment, pushing things too hard to try and see results, which explains the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You're pushing too hard to see the results of this, whatever this journey is that you're on. Next, for what you need to focus on, Seven of Swords. And Seven of Swords can be a card of tactics. Could be someone, whether it's you or someone else, being deceitful, lying, cheating, stealing. Someone being dishonest. This might be you, Capricorn, or it might be someone else. So I think there's a opportunity. What you need to focus on here, there's a opportunity to be honest and upfront with someone else about you or someone else being dishonest, distrustful, holding something back, um, being secretive, being very tactical. So it's an honest conversation you need to have with someone there. And that's clarified here with Three of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Pentacles, teamwork makes the dream work, and putting your work on display. So there's lack of confidence or an overwhelming fear of taking your work to the next level. It's because you're not seeing the results of the work you're putting in. So you're got a fear of taking it to the next level, for fear that that trend will continue. So easier said than done, but you'll need to step out of your comfort zone in order to see these results that you're looking for. And I'm getting that you might feel burned out at the moment, so taking a little break wouldn't hurt you at this time to get some energy back. And I think I said to you earlier, take a step back and go inward to find out what's working, what's not working. For what you need to let go of, got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords, a card of seeing things clearly for the first time, getting clarity, seeing the truth from yours and other people's perspective. In reverse, this can indicate either you or someone else being overly critical of a current situation. So that could be this situation with your family life, whatever is going on with your family. Could be you or someone else being overly critical. Could be some self-criticism that you or someone else has with this situation. And it can, I think this Queen of Wands might represent you here, where you're getting overly defensive and not seeing things clearly for what they are. To clarify, got the Seven of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands, a card of trying to defend what you've built, what you've earned, and stopping other people from who might be envious and want to have what you have. So yeah, it's further message there that I think you think this is in relation to you, Capricorn. You're being over defensive and hyper vigilant because you're feeling challenged about your beliefs. So again, this is a lot of repeating messages here for you, Capricorn, where instead of being defensive and feeling judged or criticized, you need to go inward, use the frustration and defensive feelings you have to think about what's working, what's not working, and make some changes in your life. As the saying goes, you need to be the change that you want to see in the world. Next, for your external stimulus, other people around you, for example. Got the Five of Wands in reverse. So I feel that you're not being honest with the people around you. There's some emotions that you're suppressing. There's possibly some unwillingness for you to get involved with this conflict with the family. Maybe a bit of people pleasing, avoiding the upset to try and keep a balance, and try not to be even more pessimistic than you are already. So again, I think you need to stick to the facts, have an honest conversation with someone about what this is that's going on in your family life, and have an honest conversation with yourself as well, looking at all the facts rather than looking at it emotionally. Like the Justice card says, you need to almost go to court with your emotions, see what evidence there is for you to have these emotions, do some cognitive behavioral therapy with yourself. It's clarified here by Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Wheel of Fortune can be a card of your luck turning around. But I feel that you're feeling that there's not much of that happening here. You're not getting much luck. So the clarification here, what I'm getting, it's saying that you need to focus on what you can control if things are feeling a bit chaotic. Might be a lot of change happening around you at the moment, which can feel uncomfortable and overwhelming. So if you can just focus on what you can control and let everything else sort itself out, you can get to a much better place internally. For your advice from the universe, got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I think that you're giving your resources, whether this is money, time, energy, or some material items that you're giving to someone. Could be someone in your family, and you've got some attachment to what it is that you're providing. You're expecting something in return. You're expecting a balance. Like, if I give you this amount, I'm expecting this much back. When in reality, you need to focus on what you're giving your energy to, how much you're giving to it, without expecting anything in return. So if you think you're giving too much time, energy, resources, or money to something or someone, maybe it's time to step back and rethink what you're giving your energy to and how much of your energy you're giving. Clarified here by Three of Wands in reverse. Three of Wands can say, what are you waiting for? There's a adventure that you could be going on here. So there's some delays to some plans, which is what you're getting frustrated at here, I think, with what the Page of Pentacles said to us. some frustration and disappointment, but the universe wants you to know it's an important part of this journey. You'll realise later down the line, it's hard to understand this right now, I know, but when everything's done and dusted, you'll realise this delay to this journey you're on is happening for a reason, to help you. The universe has a plan for you. So stay flexible, stay patient, and you realise everything's being done for a reason. Next, for your hopes and fears, King of Pentacles. So that's a repeating card there, but this time it's upright. So I think you're hoping to be in a place where you have all the finances, material wealth and possessions in order for you to feel comfortable, feel abundant, and be able to help other people. But you're also fearing that this feeling of abundance and resourcefulness is going to be temporary, kind of like why put the effort in to get to this place of abundance if I'm just going to lose everything that I'm working towards. The universe, I think, wants you to know that that's not going to happen. You are going to get to this place of abundance, and if you just focus on what you can control, focus on the little things. As they say, the little things make the big things happen. So focus on that, and you'll you can feel that you can be more generous with your time, resources, and money, and maybe even feel ready to take a leadership position. So it's interesting to see what clarifies this one. The Empress card in reverse. So yeah, that's kind of what I expected here with this. To clarify this, Empress in reverse says there's a lack of appreciation of what you have available to you to create the life that you want. This Empress here, she's got this scepter, which if just has to wave that scepter and the wheat in front of her will grow. So I get that you're feeling a bit blocked, cut off from loving yourself and believing you have what it takes to create and grow what you want in your life. Feeling disconnected from your creativity. Could suggest maybe some issues around pregnancy if you're female and you're watching this, because the Empress card has pomegranates on, which represents fertility. So might be some issues around fertility for pregnancy, but also fertility around ideas. But I think rather than pregnancy, I think there's some project idea work that you're doing where you're relying too much on the masculine energy and you need to rely more on the feminine energy, like being caring, nurturing, and helping things to grow. Finally then, the card that I teased about earlier, the Hermit. Hermit, a card of some solitary confinement, being by yourself, going internal, having some time to yourself with your thoughts. This hermit here, he's up the top of the mountain by himself, using all his knowledge and wisdom to find his truth, find his self-worth, and realize his talents. So it's continuing theme here where you're trying to force things through and not being patient, and not realizing that whilst you have to be patient, you've got everything you need at your fingertips in order to make things happen. I think you just need to have some alone time, have some therapy with yourself to find out what's working, what's not working, and be honest with yourself about what you need to do to get to where you want to go. Interesting to clarify, the Hermit got the Ten of Swords upright. So there's, for the outcome, there's something which is coming to an end, but there's an unwillingness from you to accept that it's coming to an end. However, whatever this is that's ending, which you're resisting, could be a blessing in disguise. This guy here who's dead on the ground, he's making the blessing symbol here, which is the same symbol that the Hierophant makes when he's blessing people. So it could be a blessing in disguise coming in your outcome here, something that you don't want to come to an end, but when you look back on it, you'll realize that it was meant to happen. It was there. It came to an end in order to help you. So overall, a very, if we look at it the right way, a very positive reading. If you can be at one with your emotions, don't let your emotions get in the way of you looking at things logically. Think not literally, but like if you go into a courtroom with your family and you discuss all the facts around whatever this disagreement is, and have an honest conversation to find the resolution. And if you get to a place where you feel comfortable with yourself, you can concentrate on what you can control, let everything else take care of itself. Be confident with what's in your control, have more confidence in yourself, and allow things to come to an end that you're resisting at the moment. You're going to come to a place where you're more happy within yourself, and you can start making more progress when you stop trying so hard. So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. Thank you for being here. Hope that resonated. Hopefully that was helpful, and hope to see you on the next reading.